Fargo's role in financing Core Civic and GEO Group, two large for-profit prison corporations that are profiting off the pain and separation of families. Private prison companies hold contract to operate hundreds of prisons, jails, and immigration detention centers across the country that are being used to incarcerate and separate families. That's why we're here today at your home, Maria Morris. You are a member of the board of directors of Wells Fargo. Immigrants in your community are being detained and imprisoned in private jails that your bank finances. We demand that you withdraw financing of these banks. Stop the backers of hate. Families belong in communities, not in cages. Families belong together in communities, not in cages.
Families belong together
In communities, not in cages.
Families belong together in communities, not in cages.
Two
belong together
in
communities, not in cages.
Two of the private prison industry leaders, Core Civic and GEO Group, depend on debt financing from banks like Wells Fargo to conduct their day-to-day business operations, finance new facilities, and acquire smaller companies. An analysis of U.S. Security and Exchange Commission filings over the past 10 years shows that Wells Fargo has played a leading role in financing these debts. In doing so, Wells Fargo is complicit in and profiting from mass incarceration and the criminalization of immigration. We demand that you, Maria Morris, and Wells Fargo immediately stop financing Core Civic and GEO Group. If the Trump administration is able to fully implement its zero-tolerance policy for people crossing the border, the number of immigrants in private detention facilities will grow by more than 580% over the next 2 years. Donald Trump's plan to move from putting children in cages to pursuing indefinite detention of immigrant families will be an enormous boom for private detention companies. Moreover, Wall Street banks like JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, and BlackRock are some of the biggest winners from Trump's plan to put as many immigrants as possible in cages. These banks' sizable detention stock holdings and history of providing financing through bonds, term loans, and revolving lines of credit ensure that when private immigrant detention increases, Wall Street revenues soar. Wall Street, you can't hide. We can see your dirty side.
Wall Street, you can't hide. We can see your dirty side.
Now we're going to hear from Giovanna Castaneda, a young woman who is directly impacted by the work of Core Civic.
Go, Giovanna.
Good morning, everybody. Buenos días a todos. My name is Giovanna, and I'm a youth leader at Make the Road, New Jersey. Around the age of 5 or 6, my father was deported. However, he was detained for 3 months. Within those 3 months, I did not know how to contact my father, and I did not know whether or not he was even alive. My mother was emotionally and financially unstable. She had to carry 3 kids with her own feet. And that's why I am here today at your home, Maria Morris. You are a member of the board of directors of Wells Fargo. Immigrants in your community are being detained and imprisoned in private jails that your bank finances. We demand that you withdraw the financing of these prisons.